ever feel like you're standing at the bottom of a giant mountain, looking up with absolutely no idea how to even take the first step? You've got this big dream, this amazing goal, but you're starting from zero. No resources, no connections, no momentum. It feels impossible, right? I've been there, staring at a blank page, a new business idea, or a fitness goal, and just feeling completely overwhelmed. The good news is, every single success story you've ever heard started at that exact same point, zero. Today, we're going to break down exactly how you can build unstoppable momentum, even when you're starting with nothing. We're going to turn that overwhelming mountain into a series of small, manageable steps. The biggest enemy of momentum is we get so caught up in planning the perfect strategy, waiting for the perfect time, or fearing failure that we never actually start. This is what I call analysis paralysis. You're stuck in your head instead of taking action in the real world. So, the first, most crucial rule is this: shrink the start. Whatever your big goal is, break it down into the smallest, most laughably easy first step you can imagine. Want to start a YouTube channel? Your first step isn't to become a successful YouTuber. It's to pick a name for your channel, or even simpler, brainstorm 5 potential channel names. Want to get fit? Don't start with run a marathon. Start with put on your running shoes and stand outside your front door for 1 minute. That's Italiano. You don't even have to run. The goal here isn't to make progress. It's to break the cycle of inaction. By making the first step ridiculously small, you remove all the friction and all the excuses. You're just tricking your brain into getting started. Once you've taken that tiny first step, you've created a tiny spark. Now, how do we fan that spark into a flame? The key is consistency over intensity. Forget about massive, heroic efforts that leave you burnt out. Instead, focus on creating a small, repeatable routine. This is where the power of the chain comes in. Get a calendar. Physical one works best for this. For every day you complete your tiny habit, you put a big X on that day. Your only job is to not break the chain. Don't want to write 1,000 words for your novel today? Fine. Just write 1 sentence. Don't want to go to the gym for an hour? Fine. Just do 5 push-ups at home. Mark that X. The visual of the unbroken chain becomes a powerful motivator. You're not just performing a task anymore. You're protecting your streak. This small daily action is what builds the initial fragile momentum. You're proving to yourself day by day that you are the kind of person who shows up. Now, as you're building this chain, something magical starts to happen. You start to see small wins. You finished a chapter. You jogged for 5 minutes straight. You got your first subscriber. You must celebrate these wins. I don't mean throwing a massive party every time. I mean acknowledging your progress. Give yourself a mental high. Tell a friend. Treat yourself to your favorite coffee. This isn't about being arrogant. It's about positive reinforcement. Your brain is wired to repeat actions that lead to rewards. When you celebrate a small win, you're telling your brain, hey, This is good. Let's do more of this. This creates a positive feedback loop that makes it easier and more enjoyable to keep going. Ignoring your small victories is like trying to drive a car without ever putting gas in it. You'll eventually run out of fuel. So, track your progress and celebrate every single milestone, no matter how small it seems. Okay, so you're taking small steps, you're being consistent, and you're celebrating your wins, but you're still at the beginning, and it can feel lonely. This is where you need to change your environment and your inputs. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, but that also applies to the content you consume. If you want to build momentum, you need to surround yourself with it. Start listening to podcasts from people who have achieved what you want to achieve. Watch videos like this one that inspire and educate you. Read books about your field. Unfollow accounts on social media that make you feel drained or inadequate. And follow people who are actively working towards similar goals. Immerse yourself in the world you want to be a part of. This does 2 things. First, it gives you practical knowledge and ideas. Second, and more importantly, it normalizes the process. You start to see that struggle, setbacks, and slow progress are all part of the journey. You're not alone, and your challenges are not unique. This mental shift is a massive momentum booster. As you immerse yourself, you'll naturally start to find your people. This is the next level, building a community. Starting from zero doesn't mean you have to do it all alone. In fact, that's one of the fastest ways to fail. You need support. Find online forums, Facebook groups, or local meets related to your goal. Don't just lurk in the background, participate. Ask questions. Share your small wins. Offer encouragement to others. When you're part of a community, you get accountability. You have people who will notice if you disappear and who will cheer you on when you succeed. You also get a priceless resource for feedback. Worried your new logo design is terrible? Ask your group. Stuck on a technical problem? Someone in your community has probably solved it before. This network becomes your safety net and your launchpad. Building momentum by yourself is hard. Building it with a team, even an informal one, is a game changer. Now for a hard truth. On this journey, you will face setbacks. You'll break the chain. You'll have a bad day. You'll launch something and hear crickets. This is the point where most people quit. They see a setback as proof that they were right all along, that it was impossible. But this is where you have to reframe failure. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every setback is just data. It's feedback telling you what didn't work. So instead of saying, I failed, say, I learned. My video got no views. I learned that my title or thumbnail needs work. My business idea didn't get traction. I learned what the market doesn't want. This mindset shift is critical. Successful people don't fail less. They just learn from it faster and get back up quicker. Embrace the data, adjust your strategy, and take the next small step. The goal is not to avoid falling. It's to get better at getting back up. So let's recap the entire process of building momentum from nothing. First, shrink the the start. Make the first step so easy it's impossible not to do it. Second, build the chain. Focus on small, daily, consistent actions instead of huge, overwhelming efforts. Third, celebrate every small win. Create a positive feedback loop that fuels your motivation. Fourth, change your inputs. Surround yourself with the energy, people, and information that align with your goal. Fifth, find your community. Leverage the power of a support network for accountability and help. And finally, reframe failure. See every setback not as a dead end, but as a lesson and a data point to help you improve. This isn't a magic formula that will give you instant success overnight, but it is a reliable, proven system for building real, sustainable momentum that can take you from absolute zero to wherever you want to go. The journey of 1,000 miles truly does begin with a single step. Make it a small one. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly hope this helps you take that first step. If you found this video valuable, I'd be so grateful if you hit that like button and subscribe for more content on building the life you want, one step at a time. Let me know in the comments what tiny step you're going to take today. I'd love to cheer you on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.